welcome to the third installment of the AnimeKon Caricature Files for this week, and I have with me Robin. And Robin's a good friend of mine, actually. It's funny because it's a small community, AnimeKon, like we all know each other, and I've been friends with Robin for quite a while. I've done her makeup for some of her music videos, which I'll link everything down below, all of her stuff. And yeah, she was chosen as our winner this week, and we're going to turn her into a Game of Thrones character, and I don't know if you can tell by the color of her shirt. She's going to become the Red Woman. So do you like Melisandre as a character?
I'll learn. She's not my favorite character, but she's alright, I guess.
I think she's fascinating.
Yeah, she's fascinating. She really is.
You don't know if she's good or she's bad, and you don't quite know what to make of her.
Yeah.
What is her obsession with Stannis?
Yes.
You know,
that kind of freaks me out. Her obsession with Stannis.
But she's, if you read the books, she thinks she's justified in it. And for those of you, even if you have read the books, you still don't know if she's good or bad. Not quite.
Yeah.
Correct? So, and yeah, people who are watching this show just think that she's completely and totally evil, which she actually isn't. So it's an interesting thing. So we're gonna turn Robin into Melisandre today. So let's get this started. Most people cosplay Melisandre as just a plain beauty makeup. But why I wanted to do it is because I wanted to show how you can do little subtle things to create some kind of ambiguity. So little shadows here and there to make you kind of think that she's more mysterious instead of just a plain regular smoky eye. I'm going to kind of try to stick fairly close to the show version of Melisandre and her makeup, which is very, very natural. But I'm going to add a couple of extra little things to help us bring out the evil in this face. I don't know if that's possible. Okay.
No, I have too much of a cutesy face.
Too much of a cutesy face. We'll see. We'll see. Challenge accepted. Okay, so we're going to start off with just some foundation. Robin has, of course, Robin is very young. How young are you?
I'm 19.
19. So she has fairly clean skin to begin with. And so I'm actually just using concealer. You can use foundation, whatever you want. I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer where it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I got some sponsors.
Melisandre has like very pale, deathly pale skin almost. So who is your favorite character on Game of Thrones?
Lord, I have several. I really do like Tyrion. Peter Dinklage is a boss.
He is.
I like Jon Snow.
Jon Snow is cute.
If Jon Snow is cute.
No. You hear that? Someone tell Kit Harington.
Arya, because Maisie Williams is freaking adorable.
Okay,
and hilarious.
So if you don't want spoilers, if you haven't seen this episode yet, then skip. Okay, so how much did you love Arya's death stare?
Oh god.
she stared down the hound.
Well, you definitely see how dark Arya has gotten.
Yeah.
Since like the first season.
Listen, don't fall in love with the character on Game of Thrones, they're gonna kill you.
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and fill up her eyebrows. Melisandre has fairly thick, well, not super thick, but quite dark, and they're not overly arched eyebrows, which is interesting because very arched eyebrows tend to make you look more evil. Yeah. And so if you want that ambiguity, don't arch them up too much. So I'm gonna, because Robin actually does have a bit of an arch, I'm going to just flatten her eyebrows out ever so slightly. Powder her up. Melisandre's skin is fairly matte, so we want to stick to that. We want to make sure that she stays nice and matte. I loved Oberyn. I have to say, I loved Oberyn. I loved how he was portrayed.
Pedro Pascal's version of Oberyn, I'm just like,
he was excellent. Alright, so we're just going to get a little bit of color across the eyelid. This is just like a flesh toned eyeshadow. There's nothing shimmery in this look at all. You can add a little shimmer if you want to, but again, I'm trying to stick to as natural as possible. So now it comes to creating shadows and shades. So what I want to do is to lift Robin's face, to give her a little bit more of a lift at the end of the eyes, hollow her cheekbones out a little bit more, that kind of thing. But make it really, really subtle. So I'm going to go in with a very, very light wash of a gray and start to build up a shadow here. Because the idea is that you're going for an overall effect. You're not going for this to look like a cat eye at all. So I'm lifting it quite high. And I'm buffing it out. So a very fluffy brush is really, really important for this step. So now I'm going in with a little bit of a brown. Brush and just sweep over. Your phone is ringing! So now we're going to go in on the bottom. Look up for me. I've literally picked up so little of this eyeshadow on this brush. It's better to build up from a little bit than to try to go in with it all at once and then you end up making mistakes. So what you're trying to do now is you're trying to create the shadows under the eyes that will also kind of give the idea that maybe she's not so perfect and clean. And then I'm going to get a little bit closer to the lash lines now. Same gray, close. Stiffer brush, and I'm just going to push it along the lash. Again, only halfway for Robin because her eyes are big and round, but if you have eyes that are more like mine, like more almond shaped and stuff, you can take it all the way across.
Yeah, I have big alien eyes.
It's okay. We forgive you. And then an even darker gray. So what other stuff do you like besides Game of Thrones?
I really like Sherlock. Before we started filming, we were
watching
Sherlock.
We were.
Benedict Cumberbatch's life.
He is. Kind of getting this sort of devil woman sort of look, almost. I like to think. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of kind of a, close for me, a corally kind of color, because I kind of want to warm it up. Have some fun with this. Is basically the eyes done. We're gonna put on some mascara, but this is kind of how it's gonna be. And now we want to go in and give Robin some more cheekbones, make her look a little bit more gaunt because she's got a little round face. She's very cute. We like the round face. So first, I'm gonna go in with a brown, kind of like a neutral brown color. And just start to holler her cheekbones. So your cheekbones, what we want to do is, because we want to draw the face longer, I'm going to start the cheekbones higher up than they really should be. So instead of starting at the ear, let me see. So instead of starting here where her cheekbone starts, I'm actually going to start more like here. And I'm bringing it straight down. And I'm not blending any lower than that point. Push it into the hairline because the last thing you want to see is the pale hairline sticking out. Kind of destroys the effect. And then I'm also, to kind of create this, because obviously Robin is quite young and Melisandre is a little bit older, I'm also going to draw it down a little bit. And then I'm going to use this brush again with a little bit same gray eyeshadow and really start to deepen that up. Cheekbones are, you know, a villain's best friend, honestly. Hence why Maleficent has like these insane prosthetic cheekbones. And that's kind of also what this shadow here does. When you have a shadow going this way, not only is it going to elevate her eye, but it's also going to make her cheekbone look even more angular. And I am not going to give her any blush because, again, Melisandre is quite pale. So I'm going to use a little bit of my pale eyeshadow as a highlight. And again, Melisandre is also very matte. So...
see which guests are gonna bring.
Aha. In this case, this year we have Megan Marie. She's coming down. Yeah. Cosplayer extraordinaire.
Yeah, last time we had Yaya Han and JM Sison.
Yeah. Yaya Han is so sweet. She was really sweet. All right, so I'm gonna kind of blank out the lips a little bit because her lips are quite colorful. Smaller. Robin has really full lips, and villains generally have very pinched lips, and Melisandre has something kind of in the middle. So I'm using just a regular lip liner. This is in a kind of plummy color, so I'm kind of gonna underdraw her lips a little bit. Robin's lips a little tiny bit smaller. It's not going to be absolutely perfect, but the trick is I don't want it to be really harsh lines because we're trying to have that ambiguity. If you were doing an all-out villain, you would generally have very harsh lines and sharp lines, but this is supposed to be really natural. So Melisandre wears a ruby at her throat, which that is one element that you have to have. We don't have a necklace. We couldn't get a necklace, so but we did get. You can go into like craft stores and stuff and find little appliques and stuff like this. And I'm literally just going to stick this onto her. Kind of like the idea of it being a part of her body as opposed to a necklace. Okay, so the last step is to make Robin's nose just a little bit straighter. It's all about shadows here. Okay guys, so that's it for our third AnimeKon caricature installment thing. Thank you guys for watching. Come to AnimeKon and check us out. You're gonna be going though, right? Yeah. You're going. So yeah, we'll see you all again. Thanks for watching. Bye! And I like to have the reels. Yes. Oh wow. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So imagine if you were to put some red color in your hair. Yeah. Try not to laugh. And I hope I'm in frame. Oh no, I'm not. I don't know. Channel Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Yeah, we have to be up close and personal. Because I should really be on camera for this. Is it Melisandre or is it Melisandre?
I do not know. Everybody calls her Melisandre.
And I'm figuring that if it was Melisandre, then it would be confusing with Melisandre.
Yes.
Okay, we just went into geekdom. Okay, let's do it again.